The town of Elmore is packed with some of the most lovable characters in cartoon history, and a few that fans genuinely can't stand. Some of them hold the entire show together. Others show up and make you want to throw the remote at the screen. Today we're ranking the most loved and most hated characters in the Amazing World of Gumball, going back and forth between the two. And trust me, one of these placements is going to start a fight in the comments. If you love cartoon rankings, hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. Here's how today works. We're bouncing between loved and hated, one after another. Every time you think you know who's coming next, we flip it. Let's kick things off with the heart of the whole show. We're starting the loved side with the purest soul in all of Elmore, Darwin. A goldfish who grew legs and became Gumball's adopted brother and best friend. What makes Darwin so beloved is simple. He's the heart of the show. While Gumball is off making terrible decisions, Darwin is the one voice of kindness, loyalty, and, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. But here's the twist that fans adore. Darwin isn't a pushover. When he snaps, and those rare moments are some of the funniest in the whole show. He's endlessly optimistic, weirdly wise, and so unconditionally loyal to Gumball that it's genuinely touching. Ask any fan for their comfort character, and Darwin's name comes up over and over. He's proof that being the nice one doesn't mean being the boring one. And now, we swing straight to the other end. The character built specifically to make your skin crawl. Sarah, the walking ice cream cone. Sarah is the definition of an obsessive fan. She latches onto Gumball and Darwin, invades their privacy, follows them everywhere, and has absolutely zero sense of boundaries. She's basically a parody of internet superfans taken to a creepy extreme. Here's the thing though, she's supposed to be annoying. That's the entire point of the character. She's designed as a joke about obsessive fandom, right down to cuddling body pillows. So, while she tops a lot of hated lists, some fans argue she's actually brilliant because she's so perfectly irritating. Love her or hate her, she does her job. And her job is to make you deeply uncomfortable. Back to loved. And honestly, she might be the most powerful being in the entire show. Nicole, the mom. On the surface, she's a stressed-out, overworked, hot-tempered mother juggling 3 chaotic kids and a husband who acts like a fourth. But when Nicole gets angry, she becomes a literal one-woman army. She's a master martial artist, and the show treats her rage like a natural disaster. But what really made fans fall for Nicole is her depth. Episodes like The Choices reveal she gave up her own dreams for her family, and suddenly, this strict mom becomes one of the most relatable, heartbreaking characters in the show. She's tough, she's terrifying, but underneath it all, she loves her family more than anything. Strong, flawed, and real, Nicole is a fan favorite for good reason. And flip again into one of the most divisive characters in Elmore, Tobias Wilson. Tobias is the try-hard jock who's convinced he's the coolest, most athletic, most popular kid in school, despite being none of those things. He's all ego and no substance, constantly trying to steal the spotlight, and famously tried to steal Gumball's girlfriend Penny more than once. But here's where fans split. Some actually think Tobias is underrated. He's a clever parody of the school jock cliché, a guy who has all the confidence of a popular kid with zero of the ability to back it up. When the show puts him front and center, he can be hilarious. So is he a hated ego machine or an underappreciated comedy character? The comments are going to be at war over this one. Quick pause, we're halfway through, so drop a comment. Who's your most loved and most hated so far? The next few are where it gets really spicy. Alright, back into Elmore. Loved side again. And this one's a fan favorite for punching way above her age. Anais. the 4-year-old pink rabbit, who happens to be the smartest person in the entire family. She's a grade ahead of her older brothers. She's the voice of reason in every chaotic situation, and she spends most of her time watching Gumball and Darwin make terrible decisions in real time. But what fans love is that Anais isn't just a boring, smart kid. She's still a 4-year-old who loves her Daisy the donkey doll and childish stuff, which makes her feel real instead of a walking calculator. She can be mature when she needs to be and a total kid the next minute. Episodes like The Remote show off her genius with twists nobody sees coming. Tiny, brilliant, and secretly the glue holding the Wattersons together. Flip back to Hated, and this is the one fans find genuinely frustrating. Clayton, the shape-shifting, compulsive liar. Unlike Sarah or Tobias, who are fun annoying, Clayton is a different kind of irritating. He lies about literally everything for no reason, even when the truth would be more impressive. He can shapeshift into anything, and yet he wastes it, constantly making up nonsense. What makes Clayton land on the hated list is that his lying causes real problems for everyone around him. He stirs up trouble and then leaves other characters to clean up the mess. Even Gumball, who causes half the chaos in the show himself, calls out how pointless Clayton's lying is. He's not designed to be lovable annoying like the others, he's just exhausting. And that's exactly why he makes the list. Back to Loved, the laziest, dumbest, most lovable dad in all of cartoons. Richard Watterson? Richard is a stay-at-home dad whose entire life is sleeping, eating, and watching TV. He's famously called the dumbest person in Elmore, and honestly, he earns it every single episode. But somehow, that's exactly why fans adore him. Here's what makes Richard more than just a dumb dad joke. He genuinely loves his family with everything he's got. He might not understand how the world works, but his heart is always in the right place, and his complete childlike joy is impossible not to smile at. He's the comfort food character of the show. You don't watch Richard to be impressed. You watch him to laugh and feel warm, a lovable disaster in the best way. Flip to Hated, the character fans genuinely actually dislike. Ms. Simian, a 2-billion-year-old fossil who teaches Gumball and Darwin's class and hates every second of it. Ms. Simeon doesn't care about her students, actively enjoys watching them suffer, and spends most episodes finding new ways to make their lives miserable. What tips her from fun villain into genuinely hated is her history. It's revealed she bullied Nicole, the boy's mother, throughout her entire childhood, calling her a loser for years. She's a bully who never grew out of it, even after 2 billion years. Unlike the other characters on this list, there's not much lovable about Ms. Simian. She's the antagonist you actually want to see lose, and that's exactly what earns her the spot. Loved side last one, the blue cat who started it all. Gumball Watterson. He's the 12-year-old chaos engine at the center of every single episode. Gumball is mischievous, dramatic, egotistical, and makes some of the worst decisions imaginable, and fans love him for every bit of it. He's not a perfect hero, he's a realistic, messy kid, and that's the whole appeal. What keeps Gumball on the loved side despite all his flaws is his loyalty. Underneath the ego and the terrible plans, he'd do anything for Darwin, Anais, and Penny. His over-the-top reactions and wild imagination drive the funniest moments in the show, and his growth over the seasons, from naive kid to sharp, sarcastic teen, kept fans hooked. He's the beating, chaotic heart of Elmore. Love him or laugh at him, you can't look away. And the last flips are hated, but this one comes with a huge asterisk. Rob, Gumball's self-declared nemesis. Rob makes the list because for a lot of casual viewers, he's the villain, the bitter, vengeful character out to ruin Gumball's life, and his creepy design and obsession rub some fans the wrong way. But here's the twist that makes Rob so divisive. He might have the most tragic origin in the whole show. He was once a forgotten background character, literally erased and left in a void, and became a villain because the show itself abandoned him. Once you know that, it's hard to fully hate him. Half the fandom sees a creepy antagonist, the other half sees the show's most sympathetic character. Rob is the perfect note to end on, proof that in Gumball, even the villain has a heartbreaking story. So, that's the loved versus hated Amazing World of Gumball characters, from Darwin, the purest heart in Elmore, all the way to Rob, the villain who might not even be a villain. Did we get it right, or did we completely disrespect your favorite? Let me know down in the comments, and if you had fun, subscribe. There's plenty more where this came from. Also, watch this next video on your screen right now. You'll love it.